Well, we're going to talk about the Triumph Thruxton 1200 today. Not an R, just a regular Thruxton 1200. Been having the luxury of riding this beast around for the last week and have a lot of good things to say about it. First of all, you don't know that you're on a classic vintage style motorcycle until you look down, squeeze your legs together, hear the thump of a twin instead of the whine of a three. It handles spectacular. You've got great braking system, excellent suspension system. You've got superb power, just gobs of torque. It's extremely smooth, extremely easy to ride with its spring-assisted clutch system that it has. It has a little ramp system that makes it super easy. I call it my pinky pull that I can pull that clutch in with. And this is a base model. This is not an R model, which that would upgrade us to show inverted forks in the front, Öhlins in the rear, Brembo monoblocks on the front, upgraded master cylinder. But we don't even need all that. And there's another model, if you check out our website, Frontline Eurosports.com, it's going to show you a white with upper cowling. And when you do the upper cowling and put the lower clip-ons on it, it transforms the bike even more. You can't tell. I got confused my first ride and forgot that I was on a Thruxton and not a Daytona. With that sports screen on the front of you, the same kind of stance, like I said, until you squeeze your legs together and twist the wrists, you get confused that, dang, I am not on a motorcycle that looks like that from the outside. So let's go over that bike a little bit. Some of my favorite things they did from the predecessor model, which is the 865 Air oil cooled, was the 17-inch front wheel wrapped in Pirelli Angel GTs. Our twin disc braking system, retaining steel braided brake lines. Our water cooling system, which is hidden with a down tube, so it's not super visible. If you're looking at the bike from this angle, the best things you can say is, where's the cables? Where's the wires? Really, the only thing exposed, we have a starter cable right here going to our starter. If you get up in there, you've got an oxygen sensor that they relocated from down below up top side near the header. We've got brake lines that are situated and exposed. But check it out on the Bonneville T100s, T120s. They actually bent the lines to hide behind the fork legs so you can't see those even. Giving that old school classic look with the new Bonneville 1200 HP motor. Alright, you can see the embellishment right here. It's the HP. Traditional triangular shape emblem with going black as the new Triumph theme. Adding inspection covers and ventilation on the countershaft sprocket cover. Having heel guards with a hidden master cylinder, collapsible pegs with little feeler gauges. Very nicely refined controls. Our higher swept exhaust like the predecessor model had. Progressive rate suspension, that's 5-position adjustable. Chain drive, so we got that nice direct power. But look at that beautiful hoop right here. So we're going to have some lightweight aluminum hoops that are going to give us less rotating mass. We got an LED brake light assembly. Our seat that's shaped like a cow, but we can get a cow. Pinstriping, or we have the strip down the middle in the arm model. We actually have a lockable fill filler now. So that comes factory, which it didn't before. Our bar end mirrors, factory as well. As always, adjustable clutch, adjustable brake. Our integration of our run cycle switch and our start button. Our mode selection, our hazards, and our info button. So let's get into the instrumentation really fast here. As we cue this bad boy up, we're going to have a gear indicator and we have an odometer. So besides just the odometer, let me see if I can get you to actually see it. It looks like I'm not being able to focus very well. But we have trip 1, trip 2, instantaneous miles per gallon, our average miles per gallon, our timepiece, traction control switchability, on or off, always comes on first, ABS, on or off, and back to our odometer. On the far side, we have range on tank, a fuel meter, and our mode selection. So we can go from road to sport to rain and back to road. We have 3 different options on this particular motorcycle. I love what they did with simulating old school carburetors. Just like the Keans that they worked with on the predecessor model, now we have an even more classic look. As I mentioned, the correlating inspection covers here. We have linkage, so we have the ability to adjust pedals on this bad boy, and just all the fine tuning cutouts, man. It's a Thruxton, named after the Thruxton racetrack. So we know that it's made to perform. Triumph makes everything superb in the corners. It just tracks very well with the combination of the 17-inch rims, the big thrumping parallel twin pistons, and all the other things that go into the research and development of this motorcycle. The rake, the trail, the wheelbase. Give you the embellished headlight, which if we cut it off, you can see our Triumph badge in there, nicely fit in there. Bing, gotcha. We go back to the back of the motorcycle, and again, we're going to have our LED brake lamp assembly, which is very hard to see in this illumination, but overall, spectacular motorcycle. We can utilize it as a daily commuter. We can utilize it as a track bike, which is the next thing I really want to do. So, GM, if you're listening, just got back from the track yesterday, I know, but I'm ready to go back next month and take a Thruxton with me that time, because I think this would be a superb bike as a commuter, a superb motorcycle as a racetrack machine, and it's just an all-around great power plant. So they're getting spectacular fuel economy now, and that's one thing I got to talk about. We're talking about fuel, we talk about tank shape. Some of the complaints we had from the predecessor models was, well, my classic Triumph had a thin tank on it. Well, my classic Triumph had straight pipes instead of the kinks like the 865 Air oil cooleds had. Well, they fixed that. They put straight pipes on the streets and the T100s, the T120s, and they put the narrow tank on the Thruxton. So, look at that. Beautiful. Can't you see yourself sitting there riding on this bad boy? If you want more information, you can feel free to call me anytime. Give me a shout at the Frontline Eurosports. You can find our number at frontlineeurosports.com. Hit me up, make a comment on my YouTube. I'll get a hold of you. We'll go through the rest of the details and tell you all about this spectacular Triumph Thruxton 1200. You guys have a good day. Thanks for watching us at Frontline Eurosports Online.